And there is a lot to unpack here to understand the legalities of today's decision by the PA Supreme Court. Joining us now live over Zoom to help us out is local criminal defense attorney Bob Del Greco. Bob, thank you for joining me tonight.
You're welcome. Pleasure to be here.
Would you say that this means the case against Cosby is all over?
It's over. There's a quote that lawyers use about the Supreme Court might not be right, but they're final. And so this is the last rule of law relative to this. Cosby is out of jail and the criminal case is over.
Are you surprised by the ruling today?
I'm not surprised at all about the ruling. I have to hasten to say that hopefully your viewers understand that this ruling had nothing to do with the merits of the case, the substance of the case, whether or not he was factually guilty or innocent. That wasn't what they ruled. What the Supreme Court ruled was that in 2005, a contract was made, a non-prosecution immunity grant was issued for the right reason, I think. At that time, Montgomery County DA Bruce Castor thought he was aiding the victim by giving Cosby a non-prosecution agreement, compelling him to testify in a civil case. And as a result of that testimony and other factors, the case ended up being settled for $3.4 million. And so Cosby relied on the representations of the prosecutor. And what the court has said is that, 11 years and some 300 days later, 350 days later, a subsequent prosecutor cannot then renege on the non-prosecution agreement of his predecessor.
A lot of
and
people
so that
wondering,
was the ruling today.
A lot of people wondering, how does this happen? Is this not Lawyer 101?
Well, it's funny you say that because it's not that clear. It was a majority 4-3 decision. And so we had 3 justices dissent, 4 agreed with the opinion written by enlightened Justice David Weck. So from where I sit, to the extent that an agreement was made by a prosecutor and the defendant relied upon it, I think that agreement is enforceable, and I would side with the Supreme Court with regard to that issue.
And again, we want to reiterate, like you had mentioned, this decision does not affect any alleged guilt or innocence.
79-page opinion really does not get into the merits, the substance, guilt or innocence, whether or not he actually did it, whether it was consent. This is a matter of the Supreme Court indicating by way of policy that if a prosecutorial entity makes a contract or gives a grant of immunity, that person's successor must abide by it. In this case, they're enforcing that contract.
Attorney Bob Del Greco, thank you for weighing in with us tonight.